Okay, tell me, are the voice and screen clear? All okay? Yes? All okay? Fine. Let everyone join. Till then, tell me what was the last point? What was the last point? What was that? Just give me 1 second. Okay. Can you tell me what was the last point? I think we derived energy stored in the charge capacitor, right? Energy stored in charge capacitor. Reply me in the chat box, yes, no? Yes? Okay, fine. Yes, we derived energy stored in the charged capacitor. Okay, fine. So let us write down once again those formulae. Write down energy stored in charged conductor or capacitor. In charged conductor or capacitor, you can say now, because it is a system, that system which stores the charge and energy in the form of electrostatic field is called as capacitor. Okay, that system is called as capacitor. Okay, now here we are talking about energy and not about energy density. Okay, this is simply energy and not energy upon volume. The formula that I personally remember is 1/2 CV square. As per the need, I can replace C. As per the need, I can replace V. I know Q is equal to CV. I can find out replacement for the C. I can find out replacement for the V. And other formula that I get is Q square upon 2C. Here I use the word 1/2, but here I say Q square upon 2C. I do not say 1/2 Q square upon C. No, I say Q square upon 2C. Here I say 1/2 CV square. Here I say Q square upon 2C, and here I say half CV square. Sorry, half QV. Here I say half QV. Here I say half QV. Okay, 1/2 CV square, Q square upon 2C, and half QV. These are the three formulae that I remember. Okay, out of which basically only one formula I remember. These two I got remembered automatically. Okay, just by solving examples again and again. These are now remembered by me. Okay, but fundamentally I remember 1/2 CV square and Q is equal to CV. Other two got remembered automatically. Okay, fine. Now there are some other points, important points. Write down. Write down. Important points. If the potential of the conductor is zero, then its capacity will be infinite. Okay, this is possible case. This is possible case. If charge on the conductor is not equal to zero, and a conductor is grounded. Grounded means there is a slight lag in the screen. There is no such message here. Anyone having same problem? I can wait. If everyone is facing the same problem, I can wait. Anyone having lag? No? All okay? Ansh, don't worry. It's being recorded. You will not miss anything. Okay? Can you reply, Ansh? भाई रिप्लाई कर, हाँ ठीक है, ओके फाइन. Important point, point number 1, there is a conductor having charge not equal to 0, having charge which is not equal to 0 but having potential equal to 0. Yes, that's the possibility, that is a possibility, no problem. Okay, so in that situation you people tell me what will be the capacity. Sir, Q is equal to CV, but sir, C is equal to Q upon V. Yes, it is possible. Yes, it is possible that conductor having some charge but potential equal to 0. Okay, grounded conductor. Okay, grounded conductor is there, but some charge is still on the conductor. That is a possible situation. Let me show that situation. Let's say this is one conductor. This conductor is grounded, means connected to earth. Okay, and let's say there is some another charge system here. If this is the isolated conductor, means no one in the universe is present near this conductor. In that situation, charge on this conductor will be 0. Okay, but if this is not an isolated conductor, someone else is present near this conductor, in that situation some other charge system is present here. Here it is a charge conductor which is grounded. In that situation there will be some charge on this conductor, either positive or negative. Okay, either positive or negative depending upon the nearby charge system. Okay, but if no one is near this conductor, in that situation, if this is an isolated conductor and connected to ground, it will be having 0 charge and 0 potential. But if someone is present, in that situation its potential will be 0 because it is connected to ground, but it will be having some charge. Okay, these are the some important points that you must remember. Okay, fine, and these are quite obvious points also. Q is not equal to 0 and V is equal to 0, so that will become this, point number 1. Now point number 2, the amount of the energy stored depends on the size of the size of the conductor. Yes, write down, energy stored depends on size of conductor. Why it is so? Let us discuss. Energy stored formula is 1/2 CV square, and this C depends on capacity. Capacity does not depend on charge. Basically, capacity does not depend on potential. Basically, capacity is defined by what? Capacity depends on the 3 things: shape and size of the conductor, medium which is present around the conductor, means surrounding medium, and third thing, presence of another conductor, or presence of other conductors nearby. These are the 3 things on which capacity depends. Okay, so capacity depends on size and shape, so automatically energy will depend on size and shape. Energy depends on capacity and capacity depends on shape and size, so they say energy depends on shape and size. Very simple point number 2. Now there is a point number 3. When a capacitor C is charged up to the V volt and it is discharged by means of any resistance, then the heat loss is equal to 1/2 CV square, and this heat loss does not depend on R. Very simple thing, write down. First of all, take a charged capacitor. Okay, sir. Capacity is C. Charge on the capacitor is Q. Potential difference between these 2 points. Is V. Okay. Now you have this capacitor. Now let us discharge this capacitor. Initially we have charged this capacitor, so we have stored some energy on this capacitor. Now if you connect one resistance to this capacitor, okay, so here between this point and this point there is a potential difference of V. Initially between this point and this point there is a potential difference of V. Whenever there is a potential difference, charge always tries to flow from higher potential to lower potential. Initially it cannot directly flow from this point to this point. Initially it cannot directly flow because between these two plates of the capacitor, just try to understand. Okay, we are going to discuss this in detail in the later section. Okay, from this point to this point, charge cannot directly flow because here in between these two plates there is a non-conductor. Okay, it is called as dielectric. There is a non-conductor. Okay, so charge cannot directly flow from this point to this point. Okay, but if you connect one resistance like this, now charge realizes that there is a path to travel from this point to this point. Charge ला असं लक्षात येतं की आता एक आपल्याकडे पाथ आहे ट्रॅव्हल करायला या पॉइंट कडून या पॉइंट कडे. Okay, so charge will always try to flow from higher potential to lower potential. So whatever charge was stored on the capacitor will now get removed. Okay, आणि कॅपॅसिटर बाळ काय होणार, डिस्चार्ज होणार. मग किती एनर्जी लॉस झाली, जेवढी स्टोअर झाली होती तेवढी लॉस झाली. Okay, whatever energy was stored will be lost. Whatever energy was stored will be lost. So how much energy lost? Write down. When a capacitor is discharged, when a capacitor is discharged through any resistance, let the value of resistance be any value, 1 ohm, 2 ohm, 3 ohm, whatever the value it be. When the capacitor is discharged, the energy lost okay, the energy lost in the form of heat, the energy lost, of course, when the current flows through the resistance heats up. Okay, resistance तापतो आणि ती energy heat म्हणून बाहेर पडते. When the capacitor is discharged, the energy lost in the form of heat, the energy is lost in the form of heat. Okay, and that energy lost is equal to whatever energy was stored, 1/2 CV square, and this value does not depend on R. Okay, this value does not depend on R. Let the value of R be anything, entire stored value of the energy will be lost. This value does not depend on capital R. Okay, this value does not depend on capital R. Now reply me in the chat box, clear and written. All right. Simple points. Now we will cover them. Okay, fine. All right, next point number 4, important point number 4. Capacity does not depend upon or capacitance does not depend on charge or potential. आपण फॉर्म्युला लिहितोय, काय लिहितोय, Q is equal to CV, C is equal to Q upon V. Now you will say, sir, capacity depends on Q and V. No. Capacity does not depend on Q and V. Capacity depends on 3 things that I wrote here. First is shape and size of the conductor, surrounding medium, and the presence of other conductors nearby. These 3 things decide the capacity. Okay, so capacity is going to remain constant. Okay, जोपर्यंत या 3 गोष्टी बदलत नाहीत, until you are not changing these 3 things, capacity will not change. Okay, now you will say, sir, if I change the charge, then capacity should change. No, if you change the charge, potential will also automatically change, and this ratio will remain constant. Okay, if you change the charge, potential difference will automatically change, and this capacity will remain constant. Sir, in the iron, our water heater, the material used is just like resistor or not? In the iron or water heater, the material used is just like resistor or not? Okay, there is a heating coil. In the heater, what you have is a heating coil, and heating coil is a resistor. Heating coil is a resistor. Okay. What is the value of heat generated in time t? The formula is I square RT. Okay. Heat generated in time t because of the current I. I एवढ्या करंट मुळे t एवढ्या टाइम मध्ये किती हीट जनरेट होते? I square RT. Okay. This is the formula of heat. It was one question. Hope it is clear now. Heating coil is a resistor. Okay. The heater that we use, it has a heating coil. It's a resistor. All right. Next. Question number 5. Important point number 5. Work done by the battery is equal to EMF or the voltage of the battery multiplied by the charge given by the battery, and energy stored in the conductor or the capacitor is equal to half of that. Now this is very interesting point. Try to understand. Let's say you have a capacitor like this, and initially let's say it is uncharged. Initially, let's say it is uncharged. Now let us try to charge the capacitor. Okay, through a resistor. Fine. Let's say the potential difference of the battery. This is the symbol of battery or the cell. This is the symbol of the battery or cell. Let's say potential difference of the battery. Let's say potential difference of the battery. Just give me 1 second. Let me draw it like this. One switch, एक key पण दाखवतो, एक switch किंवा key आहे. Okay, this switch key is right now open. This key is right now open. So current will not flow. Okay, this is capacitor. This is battery having potential difference equal to V. Okay, this was the situation at time t equal to 0. This is the situation at time t equal to 0. Okay. Now this is the potential V, potential difference V of the battery. Battery चं जे काय potential difference आहे, voltage आहे batteryचं, ते किती आहे? Capital V. This is some resistance and this is capacitor. And this was the situation at time t equal to 0. Okay. Now if you close the switch, this is how it is to be indicated. ही switch असणार आहे, असा arrow एक दाखवायचा असतो. At time t equal to 0, you are going to close the switch. Now current will start flowing. As the current starts flowing, what happens? Do you know that when the battery provides the current, let's say the battery is providing charge Q, it is also accepting charge Q. When the battery is providing charge Q, it is also accepting charge Q. Okay. So when the battery is providing charge Q, dq, and it is also accepting dq. Okay. So what happens? This plate gets positively charged because battery is providing some positive charge, but battery is also accepting the positive charge. Battery जेवढा positive charge देते तेवढा परत accept पण करते. ओके, म्हणजे बाळांनो ह्या प्लेट वरती पॉझिटिव्ह चार्ज गोळा होणार, लेट से प्लस क्यू, आणि या प्लेट वरती बाळांनो तेवढाच निगेटिव्ह चार्ज गोळा होणार. रिप्लाय मी इन द चॅट बॉक्स अप टू दिस ऍग्री डिसऍग्री. मध्ये इन्सुलेटर आहे, दोन प्लेटच्या मध्ये इन्सुलेटर आहे, मधनं चार्ज फ्लो नाही होऊ शकत. थोडं समजून घ्या एक एक पॉइंट. सो दिस प्लेट will become positively charged, this plate will become negatively charged, this charge will slowly go on increasing. Okay, हा जो काय चार्ज आहे हळूहळू बॅटरी चार्ज देणार आहे. सो हळूहळू हे पोटेन्शियल डिफरन्स जे काय आहे कॅपॅसिटरचं ते हळूहळू वाढणार आहे. instantaneous potential difference you can call it as small v. Let me rub the unnecessary things. This is a capacitor. At time t equal to 0, this was the situation. At any general time instance t, the battery potential is V, no doubt. Battery potential is V. There is a resistance R. Instantaneous potential difference across the capacitor is small v. Instantaneous charge stored on first plate is plus small q, on the second plate it is minus small q. This is the situation at any general time t equal to t. This is the situation at any general time t equal to t. Okay sir, fine. Try to understand. थोडं समजून घ्या. Fine. Now the battery will keep on providing the charge, keep on providing the charge. This potential difference will keep on increasing, keep on increasing. Now one stage is reached after long time, one stage is reached when this potential difference of the capacitor becomes equal to potential difference of the battery. Now the battery is saying that positive charge should move clockwise. Now the battery is saying that positive charge should move clockwise, but this capacitor will say now positive charge will move anti-clockwise. So both of these start opposing each other. But when the potential difference of the capacitor is less than the battery, battery wins. जेव्हा कॅपॅसिटरचा पोटेन्शियल डिफरन्स लेस आहे बॅटरीपेक्षा तेव्हा बॅटरी जिंकते. त्यामुळे कॅपॅसिटरवरचा चार्ज वाढत राहतो. एक स्टेज अशी येते की जेव्हा कॅपॅसिटर फुल्ली चार्ज होतो. when the capacitor is fully charged after long time, just keep on writing, सगळ्या नवीन गोष्टी आहेत, थोडंसं समजून घ्या. after long time what will be the situation? The capacitor will be fully charged. This potential difference will be equal to capital V. सर्किट मधला करंट बंद झालेला असतो. इथे सर्किट मध्ये करंट असणार आहे आणि आता सर्किट मधला करंट बंद होतो कारण कॅपॅसिटर फुल्ली चार्ज झालाय. आता अजून त्याच्यावरती चार्ज स्टोअर होत नाही. ओके, फाइन. दीज आर न्यू थिंग्स, ट्राय टू अंडरस्टँड. आफ्टर लॉन्ग टाइम. ओके, नाउ while storing the charge Q on this capacitor, the charge Q was moved through the potential difference of capital V. Q एवढा चार्ज V एवढ्या potential difference च्या across move केला गेलेला आहे by battery. So battery has moved the charge from the potential difference or through the potential difference equal to V. So therefore work done by battery is equal to charge supplied by battery. Just keep on writing these things. Charge supplied by battery or cell, you can say, multiplied by potential difference of battery. PD म्हणजे potential difference. This you already know. PD stands for potential difference. Potential difference of battery. What is the charge given by the battery? Capital Q. Total charge capital Q. Okay. Multiplied by what is the potential difference of the battery? Sir, capital V. It is this. This is the work done by the battery. This is the total work done by the battery. Okay. But out of this total work done by the battery, only half of the energy is stored. Okay, or only half of the work is stored in the electric field of the capacitor. Let me show it here. Here observe the formula. What is the energy stored in the charge capacitor? 1/2 CV square, Q square upon 2C, or half QV, Q is the charge on the capacitor, V is the potential difference of the capacitor. Q is the charge on the capacitor, V is the potential difference of the capacitor. Try to understand. Now what is the energy stored on the capacitor? Energy stored in the capacitor, that is equal to half QV. Battery has done work equal to QV, but energy stored in the capacitor is half QV. Remaining half QV is lost. Reply me in the chat box. Is this point clear to all of you? Q is the total charge on the capacitor and V is the potential difference. Actually Q is any one charge. Okay, minus Q कुठला पण घ्या, दोन पैकी एक कुठला तर चार्ज घ्या, minus Q किंवा plus Q. That charge is to be written here, and the potential difference of the capacitor. Reply me in the chat box. Is this clear to all of you? V keeps changing. Yes, कॅपॅसिटरचा पोटेन्शियल हळूहळू चेंज होत राहते आणि ते आपण डिराइव्ह केलं होतं. फायनल पोटेन्शियल कॅपॅसिटरचं V झालंय. फायनल चार्ज ऑन द कॅपॅसिटर इज Q. Battery potential difference is always V, that is not changing. But as the charge on the capacitor goes on increasing, potential difference of the capacitor goes on increasing from 0 to capital V. Check करा बाळांनो, समजलं का? Final charge on capacitor Q. Final potential difference of the capacitor is V. Battery potential difference is always V. Charge given by the battery is equal to Q. Work done by the battery is equal to W is equal to VQ. V means potential difference. Q means charge given by the battery. Potential difference of the battery is V. Charge supplied by the battery is Q. QV is the work done by the battery, and half of it will be stored on the capacitor, and remaining half will be wasted. Remaining half will be wasted. Reply me in the chat box. When will battery will get exhausted? काय फरक पडतोय? बॅटरीच्या मधले केमिकल संपले, केमिकल रिएक्शन संपल्या की बंद पडेल बॅटरी? त्याचा विचार आता करायची काहीच गरज नाही अंश. When will battery get exhausted? When the chemicals in the battery are done with their all the chemical reactions. Chemical reactions इथं इलेक्ट्रिसिटी प्रोड्यूस करतात. बॅटरीच्या केमिकल्स असतात. This you are going to learn in the chapter called as electrochemistry. Okay, there is a one chapter in physical chemistry called as electrochemistry. Okay, how electricity can be produced with the help of chemical reactions, that you can understand here. Okay, fine. All right, up to this point everything clear and written? Reply me in the chat box CW so that we can move on to the next point. In which form half energy is lost? Heat. Remaining half energy is lost in the form of heat. Okay, next. All right, chalo next. Solve this question. Do the calculation. Question is this. Now, these are very easy things for you. Just keep on doing. Question number 30. A conductor gets a charge of 50 microcoulomb. Yes. See, in this chapter, the charge is going to be in microcoulomb, nanocoulomb. Okay, 50 microcoulomb. When it is connected to the battery of EMF equal to 5 volt. Okay. When conductor is connected to the, or capacitor is connected to the battery of EMF equal to 5 volt, ultimately after fully charging, when this conductor or the capacitor gets fully charged, its potential difference will become equal to potential difference of the battery or voltage of the battery. So that is given as 5 volt. Calculate capacity of the conductor. Fast. Solution. Sir, Q is equal to CB. C is equal to Q upon V. What is Q value? Sir, 50 micro. 50 micro divided by V. Divided by V. V is 5 volt. That will be equal to 10 micro. 10 micro. But sir, charge unit is coulomb and potential difference unit is volt, and coulomb upon volt, that you already know. Coulomb upon volt is what? Sir, farad. F. Farad is a name of scientist, so F capital, and if you want to write complete name, FARAD. Now reply me in the chat box. Is this clear? Check करा वाला समझ लगा. Q equal to CV, not a big deal. Charge, final charge on the capacitor दिलाय, final potential difference of the capacitor दिलाय, Q equal to CV करा, that's it. And C is equal to Q upon V. Micro विसरायचं नाही. Micro म्हणजे 10 raised to minus 6. Micro means what? 10 raised to minus 6. Write it down. Coulomb upon volt means farad. Coulomb upon volt means farad. 10 raised to minus 5. Minus 6 plus 1 minus 5. 10 raised to minus 5 farad. Next. Question number, this was 40. Okay. Not 30, 40. Question number 41. The capacity of the spherical capacitor in air. Capacity of spherical capacitor or conductor in air. When there was air, the capacity is 50 microfarad. And on immersing that into the oil, now the surrounding medium is oil. Now the surrounding medium is oil. The capacity becomes 110 microfarad. Calculate dielectric constant. Calculate dielectric constant, just keep on writing, of oil. Calculate dielectric constant of oil. What was the formula? What is the meaning of dielectric constant? Epsilon r, that is equal to capital K is equal to question mark. Capacity when there is medium is equal to capital K into capacity when there is air. So capacity when there is medium is what? Oil. Medium is oil, is equal to dielectric constant of oil multiplied by capacity when there is air. So capacity dielectric constant of oil, just keep on writing. This is very easy thing. You simply need to remember this formula. फक्त बाळांनो हा फॉर्म्युला लक्षात ठेवायचा आहे. Okay. So capacity when there capacity dielectric constant of the oil is equal to capacity when there is oil divided by capacity when there is air. Capacity when there is oil is what? 110 micro. Don't forget this micro. Generally students forget this micro. They think this is as a complete unit and they forget this microfarad. No, you can forget this farad, but you have to consider micro. So 110 micro divided by capacity when there is air, it is 150 micro. Sorry, simply 50 micro. Micro cancel, 0 cancel, 11 upon 5. 11 upon 5 is what? Tell me. 1 by 5, 0.2. 0.2 into 11, 2.2. Take your time, understand it, write it, and then reply me in the chat box, clear and written. Take your time. Now reply me in the chat box, clear and written. This formula you have to remember. Which one? This one. This we saw. Okay, while deriving the capacity of spherical condenser, we saw this formula, right? Sorry, spherical conductor. Done? Clear and written? All right. Okay. Next, question number 42. Simple questions. We will simply go on solving, and you just try to understand. Okay, these are new things. So initially, I will be solving the question. Okay, these are the new things. So initially, I will be solving the questions. You have to simply observe and understand. Okay, let me read it. A radioactive source in the form of a metal sphere of diameter equal to 10 raised to minus 3 meter. So there is one metal sphere. Okay, this is a radioactive. Radioactive means it is emitting something. It is emitting something. What is it emitting? It is emitting beta particles. Okay. Do you know extra things? Let me write here. Beta particles. There is something called as alpha particle, beta particle, and gamma rays. So let me write about beta particles. We are going to study this radioactivity in physics, but in the later chapters. Beta particle means electron. Beta particle means electrons. That's it. And alpha particle means nucleus of helium. Alpha particle means helium nucleus. 2 protons, 2 neutrons as a combination. Helium nucleus, not a separate, as a combination. So helium nucleus. What is the spelling? You just cross check. Helium nucleus, I think NU. Helium nucleus, NuCleus. Let me write that properly. Helium nucleus means alpha particle. So this metal sphere is emitting. This is emitting what? Beta particles. Beta particle means what? Electrons. It is emitting electrons. This metal sphere is emitting electrons. Okay. The diameter of this metal sphere, The diameter of the metal sphere is equal to what? Diameter d is equal to diameter is equal to 10 raised to minus 3 meter. So we can write the radius as 10 raised to minus 3 upon 2 meter. Okay sir, fine. At a constant rate of, this metal sphere is emitting the beta particles at a constant rate of 6.25 into 10 raised to 10 particles per second. Fine. So number of particles emitted per unit time, number of particles emitted per unit time is equal to 6.25 multiplied by 10 raised to 10 particles per second. These many beta particles are being emitted per second. These many beta particles are emitted per second. Okay, fine. How long will it take for its potential? How long will it take means किती वेळ लागेल? How long will it take for its potential to rise by 1 volt? To get a potential difference of 1 volt, or let me write that word, time required to raise the potential, time required to raise the potential by 1 volt, time required to raise the potential by 1 volt. And last note is written that assume that 80% of emitted beta particles, 80% of emitted beta particles, let me continue here, 80% of emitted beta particles, 80% of emitted beta particles escape from the surface, escape from the surface. जेवढे बीटा पार्टिकल्स, आता बीटा पार्टिकल्स म्हणजे इलेक्ट्रॉन्स म्हणूया. ओके, लेट अस से इलेक्ट्रॉन्स. सो दिस surface is emitting the electrons at this rate 6.25 into 10 raised to 10 particles or electrons per second. These many electrons are being emitted in 1 second. Okay, fine. How much time will it take to increase the potential of this spherical conductor by 1 volt? Let us assume